To give or not to give, that is the question tonight. We're talking about giving a few bucks or loose change to panhandlers and the homeless on the street, but local businesses and local law enforcement say that's not doing the needy any favors. ABC 7's Kate Flexter is here to explain. Kate?
Well, Alan, as the holiday season approaches, many on the Suncoast are feeling generous and ready to give. But when can helping actually hurt?
In downtown Sarasota, the contrast is stark between a thriving downtown and remnants of the Great Recession, leaving many homeless and asking for help. For restaurant owner Chip Beeman, the concern is panhandlers are driving business away.
It's giving our city a bad name, not the homeless. The homeless we need to take care of. It's the panhandlers.
Beeman says a regular group of panhandlers frequent the area around his restaurant.
They continuously troll around here. It's the same people that you will always see day in, day out, week after week.
The perpetuating problem, he says, they experience a lot of success.
People don't understand that that's not the best thing they could do. They really want to do something good for them. Donate to one of the local missions around here, and they'll do the best thing with it.
And that's a view shared by many local organizations. The idea is panhandling isn't just bad for business, but can actually hurt the homeless, providing short-term relief while creating long-term dependency and keeping the homeless from seeking the resources they might need. At the Bradenton Police Department, instead of handouts, officers give panhandlers cards that list the resources available for those in need.
It makes them aware of the services that are available to them, and it also prevents them from getting that handout to where they would go and maybe buy alcohol or drugs or whatever the case may be.
And in downtown Sarasota, merchants post signs in their windows reading, "Your kindness could kill," a controversial request for locals to give money not to the homeless, but to nonprofits. The American Civil Liberties Union insists, though, the homeless have a First Amendment right to ask for handouts.
The First Amendment is not completely unrestricted, but what you can't do is just simply outlaw speech, especially based on content.
And many of the homeless say they simply couldn't live without those handouts. For Ashley Havens Bell, who was once homeless, she says those handouts on the streets actually gave her the hope and motivation to change her situation.
It didn't make me want to stay homeless. It gave me faith and hope that someone cares.
She now lives at the Salvation Army and has a job and a home.
You're going to have a family here. You're going to have people, especially if you have that hope and you're progressing and stuff like that. The staff is going to have your back.
Director of Program Services for the Salvation Army, Chris Johnson, says handouts are increasingly common during the winter season.
During the holiday season for us, during the winter time, we have a huge influx of individuals, and those individuals do give.
Johnson agrees, though, that generosity can be harmful and says the top 3 problems facing the homeless are drug dealers, sex dealers, and what's called toxic charity.
What that does is it may meet an immediate need for the day. If someone wants to give someone a sandwich, it may meet an immediate need for that day, but what it doesn't address is the complex systems and issues and needs that person has to actually take them from homelessness to housed.
Johnson says this shouldn't discourage generosity altogether, but should instead encourage the right kind of generosity.
So by volunteering time or money or resources to other organizations here in Sarasota, it actually creates the long-term solutions rather than short-term fixes.
The Salvation Army says the best way to channel that generosity is by giving your time or donations to the nonprofit of your choice.
Kate, thank you.